All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Don Puno, and I will be your host for today. It's our pleasure to welcome you to our 9th industry panel discussion on Insider Tips on Perishable Forwarding, brought to you by RW Solutions. RW Solutions is headquartered in Hong Kong and currently has 8 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches. RW networks are very much focused on handling capabilities of forwarders from pharma, perishables, NVOCC, and FCL to geographic interests like Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. By having specialized groups, members engage in more meaningful business exchanges with more qualified networking across their various brands. At present, we have over 1,000 members from 100 countries under the RW umbrella. All of our panel speakers for today are coming from Cold Chain Connect, the world's first and largest network for perishable freight forwarders. Today's program will last about 1 hour, but before we get started, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Cold Chain Connect's director and co-founder, Melvin Javier.
Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Thank you for being here. My name is Melvin Xavier, like Don mentioned. I am the director and co-founder at Cold Chain Connect. Now, CCC is a freight network for forwarders that specializes in perishables and food logistics. And it's awesome to see 5 of our members from India, Thailand, Spain, Dubai, and even Nigeria on the panel today. Thank you, Ashish, Nisha, Antonio, Hari, and Ola for doing this. If I can just quickly ask you all to turn on your screen so we can see who is here. I want to make this interactive as much as we can. So I'm going to go around the room and maybe call you out. And if you can just quickly come in when I do that and introduce yourself with your name, your company, and where you're from, and maybe a little bit about what you're expecting to see today. All right, let me see who is here today. Sebastian from Germany. I can see him. Maybe you want to unmute yourself, come in.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good to see you.
Hi, Ashish. Hi, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm Sebastian from PWL in Germany. So we are one of the founding members of CCC. So I'm glad to see all the new faces and friends from the previous panel discussion here.
Fantastic. Good to have you here with us, Sebastian, and looking forward to the session. Sanela. You want to quickly unmute yourself?
Okay, sorry. Yes, nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. My name is Sanela Kovac. I am sitting in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I am in front of the Cargo Partner Division ABC. So thank you for organizing all of this.
Absolutely. Good to have you with us. Sanela is also a member. In fact, she was at our conference in Dubai as well. All right. Peter Kim, do you want to come in?
Good day, everyone. My
Hello.
name is Peter Kim from Winning Logistics Korea, located in South Korea, and we attended to CCC like 2-3 years ago. And our boss has joined the CCC meeting in this year in Dubai. So he said a lot of this. It was very nice. So
Nice.
it's very nice to see you all. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Peter, awesome to have you here with us. Thank you for joining. Farid, an old friend of mine from Iran. Want to unmute yourself and come in to say hello?
Hello, Javier.
Hi, Farid.
Melvin, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you very much. And yourself?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very glad to be here with such individual, nice professionals in the industry. My name is Farid. I'm the CEO and President of Barbaran Iran, based in Tehran since 1980. I'm listening to your great and professional conversation. Thank you, Melvin.
Thank you. Dipankar? Unmute yourself and come in. Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Good.
Hi.
Good
Hi,
to have you
Melvin.
here.
Nice to see you again before a weekend.
Absolutely.
Good to see so many other friends as well. Hello, everyone. This is Dipankar Parashar from India, from Adi Trans Logistics. And we are, of course, into the complete freight forwarding. But for me, Cold Chain Connect, I had a very good discussion with Melvin and his colleagues. It's a very important and a close heart chapter for us for the next 2 years. So that's the reason I'm here like a novice as of now. But with the experts, I'm going to get further guidance for our company in future. Thank you all, and pleasure seeing you all again.
Good to see you. I'll take one more caller, Halil Ibrahim. You want to quickly introduce yourself? Halil, can you hear us? I don't know if he is still here, so maybe I'm going to take somebody else. Tang Casper. Yes, unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and then come in. Tang, we cannot hear you. You're still on mute.
Yeah.
Yes, hi, we have you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Casper speaking. I'm from the Wave company, which produce the real-time data log in Shanghai,
Right.
China. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Good to have someone from China. All right, so that's about it for the introductions for now. Maybe we can have a chat with some more in the end, but just want to say that, we all had a challenging 3 years with COVID, and now that is done and dusted. The new buzzword seems to be a global recession. It seems to be just around the corner. Freight rates are crashing as a consequence of reduced global demand for trade and reduced consumer spending. And forwarders like us that specialize in perishables and food logistics would know that we're always going to thrive through these challenging times. We saw that during COVID, and we will see that irrespective of whether there is a recession or not. I have a quick network introduction video to showcase what RW Solutions is and a little bit about what Cold Chain is. So maybe Leonor, you can take it away and roll the video now.
To start with, RW Solutions is a network management company that was founded in Hong Kong in 2002 and has its operations in the Philippines. We currently have 8 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches. Our networks are focused on handling capabilities of forwarders, from perishables, pharma, and NVOCC, to geographical interests like Africa and the Middle East. By hosting specialized groups, our members engage in more meaningful business that caters to their specific strengths. At present, we have over 1,000 members from 100 countries under the RW umbrella. Cold Chain Connect is the first and largest network in the world that connects forwarders that specializes in perishables and food logistics. Cold Chain Connect has 80 member offices in 41 countries and 53 cities worldwide. I'd like to share with you some of our photos taken during our annual partnership meet. Now, let me jump straight to the benefits of being part of Cold Chain Connect. CCC is virtually represented in every corner of the globe, and by being part of the network, you will enjoy instant access to your perishable freight partners that you can rely your business on. Being part of CCC means that you will work with trusted, screened, and reliable members. Every new member application undergoes a due diligence to screen the company's financial stability, market reputation, sales strength, and length in operation. All members are likewise subjected to our standard code of ethics and guidelines of the network, which must be followed and adhered to at all times. CCC assures that every member is diligently screened. In addition, CCC offers payment security for all members as an added layer of security when working within the group. The network has a payment protection program with $5,000 for immediate dispute protection, which will then increase to $10,000 depending on the years of your stay within the network. Through our conferences, we reduce your costs from traveling to several countries as CCC conducts annual partnership meetings in different countries. In this meeting, you'll be able to meet and build contacts with hundreds of agents in one place. The annual conferences and meetings must be attended by CCC members to fortify their relationship with the members. We also promote our members and their services to the logistics industry by attending leading exhibitions in different parts of the world, including the Fruit Logistica, Gulf Food, FIATA, and the Freight Summit. Aside from attending leading exhibitions, we also distribute our agency list through our global database of around 40,000 freight forwarders. CCC will also have its exclusive information environment, which provides access to exclusive and up-to-date information amongst the members. We're all set to launch our first CCC intranet mobile app, enabling ease of access right at your fingertips. Finally, I'd like to invite you all to our third annual partnership meet, which will take place on May 14th to the 17th, 2023 at the Reverie Saigon in Vietnam. Here, you'll have the opportunity to meet with other forwarders who specializes in perishables and food logistics. In addition, we're co-hosting our event with our sister networks, Life Logistics, that is into pharma, and the Global Air Cargo Alliance, that's an air freight network, to maximize your networking opportunity. The registration opens soon, so stay tuned.
All right. Don't want to take any more time. I'm going to allow Don to take over and run the discussion. Just want to say a huge thank you to all the 50 plus delegates that are joining us from around the world. I'm as excited as you are to hear from our panelists. So good luck. Don, over to you.
Thank you. Once again, that was Melvin Xavier, Cold Chain Connect's director and co-founder. Thank you so much for that. All right, so now it's time to get to know our speakers for today. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your names. I'll do the very best I can. So here we go. First, we have Olamilekan Adelana, Managing Director of Zenith Carex International from Nigeria. Next, we have Ashish Asaf, MD, CEO of SA Consultants and Forwarders from India. Next, we have Hari Narayan, General Manager of the Aviation Vertical of Transworld Logistics from the United Arab Emirates. Next, we have Nicha Ratanachinda, Management Executive of ProFreight Group from Thailand. And then lastly, we have Antonio Duran, Managing Director of Smart Logistics Group from Spain. All right, so today, our main topic is insider tips on perishable forwarding. So before we proceed, may I request you to switch into the side-by-side speaker screen. We have prepared 4 questions for this topic, and let's start with the first one. First question is, could you give us a short introduction about your company and business activity in perishable forwarding? So let's go ahead and start with Ola. Ola, are you there? Okay, I think Ola might be just getting situated. So let's go ahead and move on. First, we'll go back to you. We'll do Ashish. Ashish, are you ready to go?
Yes, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Ashish Asaf. I'm the Group Managing Director of SA Consultants and Forwarders Private Limited. I started this company along with my father in the year 2000 and then took over in 2010. We have been doing meat perishable, forwarding meat perishable out of India for almost 15 years now. This is our specialty. We are known among the top meat freight forwarders in the country. Recently, we have won an awarded as the best meat freight forwarder out of India by Shalaby, the Turkish airport handling company. We work primarily with Air India, Emirates, Saudi Airlines, Qatar Airlines, and Emirates for our meat export into Middle East. Yeah, that's about it from my side.
Okay, great. Thank you for that, Ashish. Next, let's move to Hari. Hari, are you there?
I'm there.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you very much, Don. So
Welcome.
basically, I'm Hari from Transworld Group. I take care of the aviation vertical for the Transworld Group. Other than that, as a group, we are actively involved in the perishable movement. Traditionally, we are known for the shipping industry. We have our own vessels. We are part of DP World Unifeeder Group also. We hold almost 5,000 inventories of the perishable containers, which strongly support the Gulf into the India into the Gulf routes as well as into the Far East routes. And we are the strong contender for the perishable forwarding out of the zones where we are present. Also, we are venturing into different perishable traffics across the world.
All right. Thank you so much, Hari. Next, let's go to Nisha.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nisha. I'm from Pro Freight Group, which is we are a small medium enterprise. We've been around 34 years ago in Thailand. This company started from my father, and then I joined him after I came back from uni from the United Kingdom. So our business, we cover one-stop logistics services, so sea freight, air freight, land, trucking, warehousing, customs, serving Thai exporters and importers. So business activities, recently we had a good chance to explore into e-commerce area, in which we recently become Alibaba.com partners, which is one of the world's biggest B2B marketplace, especially in global buyers to source best product from this region in Southeast Asia. So when the buyers want to source product from Thailand, we as Alibaba's partner, trying to help them to getting the sellers on board on the platform. And recently, Pro Freight, since the pandemic, we have become eager to spin off and explore into perishable area. So we work closely with our customer, Thai Airways, with the airlines. We did some perishable cargo such as mango to South Korea. So we are trying to create and work closely with the airlines to help to transport the product at reasonable price. And yeah, so that is our focus recently.
All right, great. Thank you, Nisha. Next, we have Antonio. Antonio. Still on mute?
Hi, guys.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm here, guys. I'm Antonio Duran. I'm Managing Director of Smart Logistics in Spain. As 5 with our home office here in Barcelona. And since the start, we've had the perishables as part of our main business and as part of our DNA in the company. We started with a couple of retail clients in Mexico and the US, and started asking for temperature controlled shipments for FCL, buyer console, and also our shipments. And I guess our second big push in the perishables direction was the citrus fruit campaign from Spain, especially in the Valencia and Murcia region, which really helped us develop a lot of knowledge and a lot of know-how on handling fruit and vegetables in Spain. And yeah, that kind of set us off in this great path of perishable logistics. We started more than 15 years ago.
All right. Thank you, Antonio. All right, let's move on to our second question, and we'll start again with Ashish. What do perishable companies look for before selecting a perishable freight forwarder? I'm sure that is a very different question depending on the company, but Ashish, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Great, Don. So we do close to 500 to 600 tons of meat export freight forwarding out of India. especially from Delhi. And like I said, our biggest market is the Middle East. And so what I feel is one of the most important point is the knowledge of the product, which shall enable to take care of same while shipping. It is necessary to know about the requirements of a product for their smooth and safe transportation. That is extremely important. So with our 15 years of experience of doing it, I mean, we're very well able to do that. And then long-term sourcing partnerships with key global carriers for capacity during all seasons. Like I mentioned earlier, that Air India, Emirates, Saudi Airlines, most of the Middle East airlines, we have app capacity available, which enables shippers, our clients, to reach the markets without constraints or seasonal variations. You see, Ramadan is one of the most prime season for meat export. Whatever we do, it basically doubles up. And the challenge to get the capacity and pre-book the capacity, at times block space agreements are also done. And as a company, we are very much capable to do that, and which is why our perishable export has been growing, a lot over the years.
Got it. Got it. All right. Thank you so much for that, Ashish. Hari, what do food companies look for before selecting a perishable freight forwarder for you?
First of all, like as a customer, from the customer point of view, if we speak, actually what he will look is a company who can provide a solution to the customer when the time demands. Anybody can do a forwarding business, or anybody can provide a solution. But the solution what you provide during the crucial time, it matters. As Ashish rightly nailed, having the capacity at the crucial time, that is a key. It's not only that, you should be knowing, like GDP, people say we are GDP certified. What does that mean? You should have a proper understanding to that. And when we try to showcase our strength to our customer, we should have answer to those questions. Those are the niche questions what we should be able to explain to them in a manner in which they can optimize the cost. They can give the goods to a partner who can provide the solution to them without challenges, without pain for them. So I strongly believe it is not only the company, or it's not only the brand, it is also the capability to provide the right solution at the right time to the customer that matters. So the various solution across the desk, cost effective, the demands are met when needed without damage and risk. These are the key parameters as a forwarder we should be able to provide a solution to our customer.
Got it. All right. Thank you, Hari. All right. Next, let's get Nisha's take on this. Nisha.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, our focus is on Thai agricultural products like the Thai fruits, Thai veg, and recently we also engage in inquiries such as meat and also the plant-based meat to respond to our customer. They want to export to Europe, this and that. So I think one of the key things would be they look for freight forwarders company that able to provide a one-stop service locally, the origin country, and then with the know-how of the destination airports and what are the what will happen during at the destination when arrival permits and all that. And definitely I think with this situation, I think we also need to come back and rethink internally within our company that we need to develop our team to be more fast and immediate response to the customer, and they also need to engage into the training of the perishable so that they be able to respond to the customers better, able to respond to more high level inquiries of the shipments. And most importantly and lastly, we need to work on the price centric, meaning we need to work very hard with the airlines, with the carriers in order to give our customer reasonable workable rate for air freight, sea freight, and then able to respond to them in the right manner. So I think that's the key focus for us.
All right. Got it, Nisha. Next, let's go to Antonio. What is your thoughts on this?
All right, I tried to sum this up in 4 short bullet points. The first one would be the know-how and experience. Now more than whenever clients have access to a lot of information, and they rapidly know if you know how to handle their commodity and know how to move in their region. So this part is very important. Also, sense of urgency. The third one would be custom-made solutions according to the needs of each client and commodity. And the fourth one is a reliable supplier that they can trust with their valuable cargo.
All right, thanks for enumerating that. All right, we're going to see if Ola will be able to join us and answer this question. I think he had some technical difficulties joining us, but let's try one more time. Ola, are you there? There he is. Hello, Ola, can you hear me? Would you like to unmute and answer our panel question here? I think he might be having some continuing technical difficulties at this time. So we'll just go ahead and move on to our third question for our panel discussion. And the next question is, what are some of the challenges that you face in your country while dealing with clients that move perishables? All right, let's go ahead and start up at the top again with Ashish. If you could just unmute yourself, there you go.
Okay. See, no matter what accreditation you have, I mean, our company is a GDP compliant company. I have a GDP compliant warehouse as well, right at the airport. But what most important is the right expertise, which I'm very, very fortunate to have within my organization. You see, it's very important to have an effective loss prevention strategy along with transparency is a very major criteria for perishable transportation, which is coupled up with technology to track the real-time conditions of the good, such as temperature, humidity, light exposure, etc., vis-a-vis the predefined stipulated guidelines or tolerances. Since we deal with fresh meat products, they have a limited shelf life and therefore have to be in the supermarket within 2 days. Hence, fresh meat products are therefore transported only on short-haul flights or distances due to the pathogen containment during long-haul or longer durations. The perishable goods transportation segment is one of the fastest growing segment. However, with the current inflation and global recession, fears the growth percentage could be stalled vis-a-vis the years earlier, like what Melvin was mentioning earlier. I would like to point that out as well. That's about it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ashish. All right, Hari, how about you? What are the challenges you face in your country?
First of all, the location where we are present, strategically, it is the Gulf. Here, the weather is the biggest challenge, which is an uncontrollable factor. In spite of you provide a solution wherein you assure your client that I can follow this, temperature escalation will not happen. All those parameters are there, but there are a lot of uncontrollable areas where even like how much ever precautions you take, you are unable to meet the expectation. I may a little bit move away from the food product into the pharma vertical just to have to feel or the expectation what we have in this market. The pharma vertical is very niche and very difficult to handle in this part of the world because the touch point when we move on the air freight is more as compared to the road freight. The number of touch points what it comes to the air freight is that right from the time you load the goods into the truck, when it gets into the airport, hand over the goods, there also there is a touch point. Build the pallets, there is another touch point, move to the ramp, another touch point, getting into the aircraft, vice versa, offloading, getting in from the ramp into the terminal into the delivery area and getting it loaded to the truck and delivered to the consignee. The touch point count is more and there the risk is pretty high. When the temperature, where the temperature even it touches up to 50 plus at certain part of the certain time of the year, even how much ever precautions you take, at times it goes beyond the limits or it is an uncontrollable factor. I should not say that only with the temperature excursion or the highest temperature what we have, the same challenges that can be faced in different countries where the temperature is even minus also. You will be having a different type of challenges for your deliverables due to the road blockade or anything. So in this part of the world, one is the quality standards, what is being defined over here. Let it be the food products, let it be pharma or any product, the quality standards are pretty high. The checkpoints are pretty high. The municipality controls are pretty high. Any failure or any small deviation to the defined process by the government or by the law of the land, it definitely put you on the back foot. How much the insurance will cover? Again, the insurance has got its own name on factors, on parameters they look into it. The normal insurance policy, they will cover as per the Warsaw Convention or Marine law, whatever it is, they will define that law and they will move away. But how much you can protect your risk, that's a challenge. So how you handle those things is the key. And anytime any penalty which comes back onto the forwarder or the service provider is a risk for all of us. So the expectations are pretty high. Challenges are also equally on higher side when it comes to perishable cargo. It is very difficult to balance at times, but we have put our expertise into it to minimize the risk and get the best solution to our customer. So what I mean is the market has got higher expectation when it comes to perishable or the pharma. And at the end of the day, we are the human beings, we are going to consume it directly or indirectly, these products. So the service what we give to them matters. At the end of the day, that same service we'll get back also. That's it.
Got it. Yes, clearly not for the faint of heart or the inexperienced, your line of work, for sure. All right, next, let's hear from Nisha.
Yeah, so I think from my perspective would be, I would say that in, Bangkok, Thailand, the competition to enter in the market of perishable, the competition is very high. So first of all, we need to try very hard to offer a very good price to the customer and, compete with the high competition. Secondly, I think, when we able to meet with the customer, get their shipments, then again, it comes to a problem where sometimes, we are out season of some, perishable products. So we need to be able to work with the customer closely. Third would be during transportation, as Thailand is a very hot country. So sometimes when we bring, our fruits, veg, it's so we need to be very concerned with the temperature control, need to be out of the sun and cool truck. And as well, when they handle at the airport, we need to make sure that they handle with care with the pick pack and all that. And yeah, and lastly, as currently we engage a lot with the Thai SMEs on the agricultural products. So Thailand is like a land of fruits, right? So sometimes when we talk to the sellers online, we need to be able to give them some details about whether, these certain fruits or products able to export to the destination countries or not. So I think we rely a lot on our destination agent to help us with that.
All right, thank you, Nisha. All right, let's move on to Antonio. What are some of your challenges?
Well, the first one is lack of reefer equipment, which maybe in the last 1 or 2 months, it seems that we have maybe a clear path on this availability. But yeah, this one's been very difficult, especially for the year seasons and the fruits and vegetable campaigns we have here in Spain. You cannot explain to the producers, that you don't have the reefer equipment because the cargo, has very short lifetime. So this one would be a big problem. But here in Spain, particularly, we're having more issues now with the lack of trucks and the drivers. We've had a lot of strikes of drivers. We are fortunate to have a big fleet of trucks. Our group has more than 800 own trucks for containers. So this really gives us an edge in the market. But this definitely will be a problem in the upcoming years, not only in Spain. I think in Europe, we have a problem with the lack of new drivers joining in. And we are certainly seeing Spain, most truckers are now doing a new increase rate of 25%. If, for example, this is just an example to give you an idea, this 25% is to be on time for the loading, which is it never existed before. So yeah, the market right now in the road freights is being very difficult, and this will be one of the key parts for either exports or imports of perishable goods from Spain.
All right, thank you, Antonio. All right, let's go on to our last question for today. And how does Cold Chain Connect support your business? All right, we'll start with Ashish. We'll just need you to reactivate your microphone. There you go.
Yeah, I have been a part of this network since inception, and it's always great to meet like-minded agents across the world with a similar expertise. And it's great to learn more about this business and what is happening in their respective countries. Sessions like these also helps us learn more. And I do look forward to generate, productive business from other countries into India as well. I'm talking about imports. And, it's a great network to connect with the like-minded agents with similar expertise. So as for me, I mean, it's exceptional and very well thought of, Melvin and RW Group. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Ari, what are your thoughts on Cold Chain Connect?
First of all, we joined the network in 2019 when the Cold Chain Connect network started as a group. It is not only the Transworld Dubai, the entire group, we came forward for this. The reason is there are a few network, or I would say there's one of the niche network which has started, which came forward to provide solution on a niche product or a product wherein expertise is there, it is scattered, but this network is bringing all of them together into one roof. This is the key actually of this Cold Chain Connect network, and this has helped us to think outside the box. And I would like to say proudly, I would like to say that this has given us a thought process of building a temperature control facility where currently I'm sitting for around 10,000 square meter. The construction is starting in another 10 days down the lane. So it's in the free zone with a full temperature control facility, a state-of-art facility which is coming in. So these are actually helping us to exchange the thought process, gaining some knowledge in. We are able to provide, so far the group was known for the general cargo, even though we are into line of business wherein we do multiple activity, we divide ourselves in the business. But this particular network has given us a route to even to sell this product across to our customer, where it's a huge import market over here. So I would like to thank this Cold Chain Connect network setting the platform for the right people across who has got a vision of developing this temperature control products across the world, a solution for the temperature control movement across the world. That's it from my end.
All right, thank you so much, Hari. All right, next, let's go to Nisha.
Yes, so first, I really like the network as the vision is very clear that the network focus on, perishable products and we have a very great network of agents globally. So that's what I recognize. Secondly, I feel that the Cold Chain network really plays a very high importance on offline events and as well as online networking for partners to meet. And yeah, I mean, the network able to lead the members to be digitally connected very well, for the past 2 years. And I mean, I'm very happy to be a part of the network. And I think I learned a lot from everyone, in the network. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, let's talk to Antonio about this. How does Cold Chain Connect support your business?
Yes, we are a very proud founding member in Cold Chain Connect, and we're also very outspoken on how Cold Chain Connect has helped us develop our business and taking the perishable logistics on our side to the next level. CCC has given us the opportunity to offer our clients global reach and help us with reliable and trusting partners in the countries where we do not have our office of our own, which was one of our biggest problems that we were having, that we have a certain standard of quality on the service that we give to our clients. But unfortunately, we were not being able to offer this same service in other countries. And with Coaching Connect, we've been able to find this very professional and reliable partners that definitely help. Also, it gives us a knowledge, and as we're constantly exchanging information and experience with other fellow members, and keeps us extra point or this edge that our clients feel more comfortable working with us.
All right. Thank you, Antonio. I think if anybody here wants to get in touch with any of our speakers for today, they can go ahead and send them a message in the chat directly. I know Ola had a hard time with his connection today, so he couldn't join the panel discussion, but perhaps you can message Leona in the chat and she might be able to get you his information if that is something that you would need. All right. Once again, thank you very much for your contribution to RW Solutions panel discussion. We really appreciate you making the time for us, and we'd like to thank everyone that has attended today's panel discussion. All right, please be advised that our next panel discussion is scheduled for January 25, 2023, and our next topic will be succession planning for family-owned freight forwarders. How do you plan for it? I hope that you all had a great time. Thank you so much for attending. If you do have the chance, please do visit our RW website where all our networks are showcased. You might be interested to be joining one of our networks moving forward, where we promote partnership networking amongst freight forwarders. We have also left you guys a poll, so if you would please take 2 minutes to fill it up, it'll be very helpful for us to improve our panel discussions moving forward. Once again, my name is Don Puno. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Thanks.
Hey, thanks, Don. Appreciate that. And thank you, all the panelists. That was some really valuable insight. Truly appreciate it. I see that there are a couple of hands with some questions. I don't know if they usually take questions on a panel discussion, but I'm happy for you guys to unmute yourself and go ahead with the question. If it's for one of the panelists, you can go ahead, or if it's for me, I'm also happy to take it. Dipankar, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, firstly, Melvin and Don, to take this up, and all the panelists. Very happy to have the inputs because, as I said, I'm a new entrant. But my question is to, or my thought is to basically the question number 2, when we were discussing on this, the question was, what do the panelists see in a freight forwarder when they do this business? So what concerns me is, I'm a freight forwarder, and today it's cold chain is a new topic for me. I am handling perishable. We do pharma, we do meat, but of course we don't do it to that level that this is our main line of business. This could be about my 15% of the business only. But going forward, I could not understand the exact answers from collectively from all panelists, especially Ashish, if I take forward because he was the first to answer. What do you look forward from a freight forwarder? This answer was a little bit unclear to me. Hari did take up few points about about the expertise and all. Like, I'm a freight forwarder, and Ashish, if I want to use your company into this, because I'm not yet an IATA, I'm a new company, and I need to give my certain things, procedures to take an IATA, which will eventually happen down the line in about next 2 years. But at the same time, what exactly as a forwarder you look forward from me? Because I have the business, I have the client. Now, you are basically as a facilitator or a platform or like a extended forwarder or extended arm for me to do this. So what exactly you look from me or my team, specifically connecting to cold chain?
Just give me the business. Just give me the business. I'll give you the rates. Get the business. I'll handle the rest of it.
Yeah, that's anyway we are doing. So my question is a little bit more serious, my friend. I totally respect. We will do that business. Don't worry, because we do also meet. We do also a couple of other things. But at the same time, forwarder needs a rate for end of the day for the customer and the services that we are going to get from a company like you who handle the freight forwarding. Am I right till here? Am I right till here? We understand.
Yeah.
So of course you would say you would give me the business. I'll give you the business. No problem. That's of course, that's the end of it. But what exactly, is there any other specific things that you look from a forwarder? When we select whom we have to give as an IATA, we would definitely look as a forwarder that, this IATA is handling meat. Okay, fine. They can do a great job out there. This forwarder is handling pharma. They are good in pharma. We do have a right to choose. But what exactly, if we go on your side, what exactly, other than getting business, is there anything specific you guys look into? Of course, the most important thing is circle of payments, that we don't take credits in the market.
Okay, let's give Ashish an
Connect with me on this side.
Sorry, just before
But
we
like
go,
I said, we have our
Ashish,
own due diligence, and connect with me. I'll put you through the right people. Rightly put, the payment is the biggest concern. As far as you're getting the space and the rates and business is handling of the business, that is our forte. And like I mentioned, we do more than 500 to 600 tons a month of perishable each month. So you'll be in the right hands. We have our own set of protocols, which definitely I'll get you in touch with our CFO. He'll send you an email in regards to the formalities and how do we start doing business together. And do get in touch with me on the side. And that's all I want to say on this. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
I think this also maybe calls for deeper discussion amongst the two of you, and maybe you guys can connect on the side. I'd like to, have questions that can also be beneficial for the entire group. So I want to go around and see if there's someone else who'd like to come in at this stage. I saw a hand earlier from, was that Afman? I was not able to take his call as I was starting the session, so I want to see if he's still around. Is there anybody else who would like to go, has a question for any of the panelists or for me at this stage? Yes, unmute yourself and go ahead. Okay, I thought I saw a hand. Okay. If there's no other questions, then maybe we can wrap up the session. Would that be okay? Yeah, Fareed, I can see you've unmuted yourself. Do you want to come in and say something?
Thank you very much, Melvin. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I just would like to express and deliver some new information, in terms of freight forwarding overall and international and globally. After pandemic, we have faced with the conflict in Ukraine and Russia, with the considering of the crisis in maritime services and prices, there was a lot of demands and new corridors came into the force. For instance, in our country, there are 3, 4, 5 additional corridors because Iran based in an era with a very special geopolitical situation. So we have linked to Pakistan, to Afghanistan, to Central Asia like Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, let's say Georgia, Armenia, Turkey, and Iraq. And nowadays, there are a lot of movements through 3 corridors for both conventional and general cargo, including perishable goods in south-north corridors. So we have to be aware of the updates all over the world in order to find the best solution and the best and selected agents to handle our job. What is important for the entire trade industry to receive a reliable, safe, and secure and confident door-to-door service. Therefore, we have to consider from the place of delivery up to the place of delivery at the final destination, we do our job in a very proper and nice manner. This is what is very important, and my recommendation after 45 years experience in the market, that it could lead them to the best success. Okay, each and every freight forwarder in each corner of the world has got enough food to survive. It's no doubt about it. But we have duty to the community, to the people, to the consumer markets. And we have to also play a role on top of our freight forwarding responsibilities. That is make us highlighted in the region and in the international market. This is what I would like to add to all distinguished panelists and participants in today's conversation. Thank you very much, Melvin.
Thank you for that insight. Truly appreciate that. Hari,
Melvin,
go ahead.
I would like to reply to Mr. Dipankar
go ahead.
On his question. Dipankar, you asked a valid question. Like as a forwarder, as a customer, how I rate my forwarder. Indirectly, that the question goes like this. Today's modern world, it has changed, it has evolved, it has taught us a lot of things. Let us start from the traditional forwarding. It has moved toward digital forwarding. People want everything on the click of the button. Let it be me and you. Even we expect everything on the handheld instrument, the mobile phone. Today's date, it can be an Android instrument or anything. Visibility is the key. I, as a service provider, rather than a service provider, I, as a supply chain head, if I speak on that angle from the customer side, first thing what I look into is the reliability. Second thing, more than the brand, I will look at the individual who is coming forward for the discussion, whether the thought processes are clear, he is able to provide the right solution, what is required based on the product requirements. The various requirements will be there for each product, the requirements differs. Third thing, when it comes to a need of the hour, whether he'll be able to respond on time, whether he has got that capability to manage the challenging situation. Fourth thing, what is that visibility he can give it to me, even if it's a holiday, even if it's a midnight, without disturbing his team, how I can digitally see all those transactions in, whether I can have the live updates. Technology has taken us to different tangent, actually. The business has gone to the different tangent. So the expectations can go up and up, but it depends upon the product, what you're trying to move around, that matters actually. So each product has got its own demand and requirements. So accordingly, that choice of the forwarders or the choice of the service provider, it varies actually. This is what I would like to share, Mr. Dipankar.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Mr. Hari. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Okay, fantastic. That wraps up the session for today. I look forward to being in touch with most of you over the coming months, and definitely seeing all our members in Vietnam and perhaps some others. So stay well, take care of yourself, and have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And especially Antonio, he needs to go back to sleep as he's joining us from Mexico, where it's 3:30 in the morning. Truly appreciate that, Antonio. Take care.
Thank you.
Goodbye, guys.
Thank you, Melvin. Have a nice day.
Bye.
All the best.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
What?